Welcome back, and thank you for watching Toledo's longest running 9 a.m. show, Good Day. So if you know something is a bad idea, do you still do it? Like, let's say the Star Wars holiday special.
He's an actor, writer, comedian, and is appearing at the main branch of the Toledo Lucas County Public Library tonight. Bruce Vilanch joins us this morning. Good to see you.
Hey, it's good to see you.
Thanks for being here. Sorry, I'm waking you up.
That's okay. I wore red because I've come alive.
Yeah, love it,
Exactly.
love it.
After you, and I'm looking, I have so many chins. Good Lord.
It's personality.
I look like something that they float at Macy's parade.
I think you look fantastic.
Well, yeah, thank you.
And
Yourself as well.
Thank you. Accessorized very well. Hey, so you wrote a book.
I did. It came about because of COVID, and I was on a lot of podcasts. And these kids who were much younger than I am were asking me about shows I wrote on television in the 70s, the Star Wars Holiday Special, the Brady Bunch Variety Hour, the Paul Lynde Halloween Special. I mean, they live in infamy. And we, when we did them, we thought nothing about it because it was a weird era, and anybody who tells you they remember the 70s wasn't there. Clouds of smoke in each of these rooms. So I was kind of stunned that they remembered them, and they said, well, they'd seen them on the internet. And then I realized that thanks to the internet, you can't bury anything in a deep enough grave. It just bubbles up to haunt you. And when they said, how did these things happen? I said, well, it seemed like a bad idea at the time, but I went ahead and did it because, they all start as bad ideas, and then you say, well, that's a terrible idea. How much am I getting?
Oh, okay.
Okay. There's a way I could make this work. I think there's a way I could absolutely make this work.
So, Bruce, those are some of the flops you just mentioned, but you've had plenty of success. You've been able to write for so many comedians, so many awards.
Well, I won 2 Emmys. We wrote 25 Oscar shows. I worked with the goddess here, with Whoopi. I tell people I was on Hollywood Squares to the left of Whoopi, if that's possible. And I was just on The View flogging this book. But I did. I got to write for, and 20 years ago, actually, they made a movie about me and all these people I worked with called Get Bruce, which was produced by Harvey Weinstein, who never laid a hand on me. Hashtag, why not me? This will never be answered, I fear. But so, and Robin Williams and Billy Crystal and Whoopi and Bette Midler, who I started with, actually, was my very first. They all kind of deconstructed themselves. So, but the book is about how all these things happen. All these kids on the internet would ask me, how did this happen? Who said yes? And have they paid their debt to society?
Oh my goodness!
Because they're fun bad now when you look at them.
Yeah, now when you look back at it.
And if you watch them with the chemical additives that many of us were writing them. But it wasn't. I said that, and then I read a review that said, Vilanch, who admits to copious drug abuse. I said, no, it wasn't copious.
Like you said, it was the 70s.
I used to say Carrie Fisher and I on the Star Wars show were snorting the sweet and low, but that's not true. I wasn't. But that's... everybody was sort of half-baked at the time, especially in Hollywood.
It's legal now.
Well, it's all legal now.
Yeah, you're in Ohio.
You can make up a condition for which you need medicinal help. Yeah, exactly right. I'm sorry, I have a hangnail. I must give me a doob.
Need some pain relief.
That's right. Yeah.
Pain relief. So you're going to talk about all of this tonight at the library.
At the library, if you can believe it, the Toledo Public Library. So I'm going to talk about it and meet people and sign some books and carry on.
Yeah, it won't be quiet in the library. Talking to you about this?
Right.
I think it'll be raucous with any luck. It'll be hope. I went to The Ohio State University.
Did you?
So yes, and I had friends in Toledo, but a long time ago. But I was here once a long time ago. But again, there was a lot of partying.
Always a party around you, huh?
A great deal of party.
So will folks get an opportunity to ask you any questions, or are you just speaking?
Oh, yeah, they'll ask, sure. There'll be Q&A and, no holds barred.
Okay.
And which will be always fun because they come out of left field. I mean, one of the guys here recognized me from a TV movie I did in 1988 called It Nearly Wasn't Christmas, where I played Santa's biggest elf. He was the elf who accidentally ingested steroids. And his name was Philpott. And Charles Durning played Santa Claus. And we shot the whole thing in Utah and on ski slopes. insane. And for years, it was a big Christmas movie. I mean, but that was before HBO and then Netflix, and all the old stuff has gotten kind of elbowed out of the market.
Well, now we got to bring it back.
Yeah.
I'm available, and we can start the campaign now because it's April, and you can't start Christmas too soon.
No, not these days. That's for sure.
So you've been able to write for so many people, Bruce. So who's your favorite?
Well, if I didn't say Bette Midler, I'd probably, she'd have a squad come after me, and do my makeup, probably something like that. But I started with her in Chicago in the early '70s. So over the years, she's been my favorite. But they're all. I mean, I like them all. They're all fun and crazy. And on Squares, we would have 9 of us up there. And so if one person misbehaved, there were 8 other people going, "Girl." Roseanne, clean up your act. So it was. I enjoyed all of them.
Yeah, when you get all
even the nutty ones.
Even the nutty ones.
Yeah.
Not you.
Not me.
No.
No. I look nutty, but I'm
Not really.
No, but I'm ridiculous. I'm as serious as Vladimir Putin's to-do list.
I can hear laughter, by the way.
Oh, this is great.
Through the
Is
building.
it echoing through the hall
This is
of
great.
WTOL?
You can stay the whole hour.
Right? I know. It's just
No,
like.
you got 2 fighters
I
in the
know.
green room. I was sitting between them, and I thought, what's
You
wrong
were
with
sitting
this picture?
between them.
What is wrong with this picture? I got these 2 gigantic guys, and I'm in the middle of it going, I will spar with either of you, but it won't end well.
I know we're a little worried about that too. How has this tour been for you, though, for the book?
Oh, it's been great. It's been fun. It's been really fun. I've seen a lot of people, from the old days who I knew. But it's fun that there's people interested in this. I mean, one of the things that the internet has done is it's opened the world to a lot of people who had no access to stuff that went before. And so much of it is narcissism central, where it's all about me and my opinion, unfiltered. And they're discovering things that happened before they were around. And I mean, I happen to be unlucky because they're genuinely inquisitive about the kind of stuff that I did. And so it's all a product of a certain kind of TV that's gone away because it used to be broadcasting and now it's narrowcasting, and you guys know that.
Yeah.
So you don't have to satisfy every demographic. You don't have to have a country music hoedown in the middle of a Paul Lynde Halloween special. The sponsors dictated that. We'll lose the Midwest if we don't put something in that the red states will
A little
like.
something for everyone. Yeah, no,
exactly.
it's that niche that people
No,
are
it's very, very niche.
In 50 years of this for you, how have things changed, would you say?
Well, they've changed in that you're now writing for a specific thing, and it used to be you were writing for the whole a nation of people who would make appointments to sit to watch. I mean, it goes as far back as the Ed Sullivan Show when I was a kid, where if you wanted to see the Beatles, that you had to sit down 8 o'clock on a Sunday night to watch it. If you wanted to see Elvis on TV, you had to sit down and watch it at that hour, and that doesn't exist anymore. There are very few things. Super Bowl is the biggest one, of course, where I'm mistaken for Travis Kelce's mother.
It's the glasses.
The glasses.
It's
the hair, and I think it's the rack.
I wish we had a side-by-side.
People call me saying, "Dude, what are you doing in a box at the Super Bowl with Taylor Swift?" And so I tuned in and I said, "Oh my God, it's me. It's me, my doppelganger." I'm waiting for her to call saying, "Get off my cloud."
Oh my goodness.
Have you met Taylor Swift?
Yes, I've met Taylor Swift.
Wow.
Much younger, when she was going with somebody, which is no surprise. She was going with a friend of mine, and we all had dinner. And she was charming and wonderful. And,
oh, nice.
And then she wrote "Shake It Off," or "Calm Down" and "Shake It Off," which are my 2 favorite things because, I mean, everybody needs to calm down.
Right.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
No.
Well, Bruce is at the library today here in downtown Toledo, but in the meantime, get the book. I'm
Please
guessing
do.
you can buy it anywhere. Yeah?
Yeah, it's available online. It's available at stores. I love people go to stores to buy them. I was at a little bookstore in Detroit yesterday. It's like, they're all hanging on, but there are people there buying stuff.
That's awesome.
They like that. They don't want to deal. A lot of people don't want to deal with the big conglomerates online.
So go buy it at your local shop.
Yep.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for being here
What a
today.
treat. This is fun.
Thanks
Thanks for
some
making
light
us
to Toledo.
laugh today.
Appreciate it.
We
Really,
appreciate
thanks for
it.
waking me up.
We'll be back with more Good Day in just a moment. Stay with us.